Hello class and welcome to Miss Swanson's kindergarten math lesson. Today we will be learning how to count up objects and write down the number of objects we see. To begin, we will start by reviewing the number line. Here you see the numbers 0 through 10, and these are the numbers we will be using today. If you need to, write down these numbers so you remember how to write them and copy them multiple times so that you get them right. The first slide asks a question, how many triangles are there? And we are going to write down the number of triangles we see. And the number 1 is the answer. There's one triangle in this picture. Next, we are going to see how many circles there are. In order to do this, we will first write down when we see the first circle, so that's 1 circle, and then 2 for the second circle we see. This is taking the information we already know from the previous slide and then expanding on it through our number line. Next, we are counting up boxes. So first we see one box, and then the second box, and then a third box. So the answer to this question is that there are 3 boxes. As you can see, we're adding one number from the number line on each of these slides. So this slide asks how many hearts are there. As we've written down before, we have 1 heart, a second heart, a third heart, and now a 4th heart. The answer to this question is 4 hearts. How many arrows do we see? We've already used 1 arrow, a second arrow, third arrow, 4 arrows, and now a 5th arrow. The answer to this question is 5. Now class, I have a question for you. Does it matter what size, color the shapes are? No, it does not, because what we're doing is looking at the question, and the question just asked how many boxes or how many triangles. So the answer is no. The next slide is a little more tricky. It asks how many smiles there are. So pay close attention to this question. We have multiple shapes on the screen, but we will not be counting them all up. I see 1 smile here, 2 smiles, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the answer to this question is 6 smiles, and we left all the other shapes alone. For this slide, I want you to try and count up the number of bees you see in your head, and then write down the number. The answer is 7. Good job. Now in this picture, it's kind of like the last couple. This one has other stuff in it besides just the trees, but the question only asks us to look at the trees. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 trees. The answer to this question is 8 trees. Next, we will count up how many fish we see. This picture is like the previous one, and again has other stuff in it besides the fish. However, the question only asks about the fish, so that's all we're going to worry about. 1 fish, 2 fish, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 fish total. So the answer you would write for this question is 9 fish. For the last number on our number line, and that's your hint, you're going to count up how many flowers you see in your head, like we did for the number 7, and just write down the final answer. The answer is 10. Good job. Now today, we've learned how to count to 10 using our number line, how to count up the objects the question has asked us to count, and how to write the number for how many objects we see in a picture.